Hey everybody, welcome back. So it's race weekend. I am running a little further behind than I planned on as far as getting the car loaded and ready to go. I still have a check engine light that I need to take care of. Basically it's just a recurring maintenance thing. I need to do an oil change and reset the SRI on the dash. So I need to get that done. I have all this stuff that I got to put the snow tires on the Toyota. Got to load all this stuff up in the car. Take everything out of the car that I'm not going to take to the race. Get that in the garage. Fortunately, I've already aired up my tires. So I got 2 spare tires I'm taking with me. I got to take the donut out of the car. So I've got quite a bit of stuff to do before I actually load up and head out to Dirtfish for the Rallycross National Championships, which are here this weekend. Awesome. So that is going to be what I'm going to start filming today, and then I'm going to let you guys ride with me on the way out to Dirtfish, and then I got unload, setup, tech inspection, and a barbecue tonight, and then course preview also. So all that is happening between the hours of, let's say, right now it's almost 2 o'clock and about 7 o'clock tonight. So a lot of stuff to get done. I'm going to get right to it. Alright, so tires are swapped. Still got to torque the lugs before I go, but they're on. And now do the oil change, reset the SRI, load the car, and pretty much ready to go after that. So I figured I'd show you guys the skid plate that I put on underneath here. To move the tripod a little bit, but this is key to doing any kind of off-road event, is having a skid plate on here. It's probably one of the only of these cars that has a skid plate on it. I had to make it out of a sheet of aluminum, so I got to pull the front covers off, pull the bolts for the skid plate, drop the skid plate off, and then I can do the oil change. So better to have the engine protected. Alright, so one of the nice things about this car is if I didn't have the skid plate, it would be super easy to work on. But it's like oil change, the filter's right here, there's a drain plug. You could almost do it with one pan and do it at the same time. Super easy. There's not really anything to it, just regular routine maintenance. So we'll get to it. I'm short on time. Alright, so I was able to get the filter off. I had to use one of these little strap wrenches to get it off. So I looked at the filter, and interesting enough, it was a Toyota factory filter. I had a service plan on this car up until recently, so I just was letting them do the work. And it said to tighten until it contacts the base, and then 3/4 of a turn with the factory tool. So I guess I'm gonna have to replicate that procedure with this little thing, and that may be really tight, but that's what the factory procedure is. I'm used to contact the base and go another 1/4 turn and you're good to go, but apparently with this car things are a little different. That's not good. Well, that's a wrench in the works. Apparently this thread pitch is different. So the auto parts store guy sold me the wrong filter. Wonderful. Just one more delay. Alright, so filter crisis averted. Turns out there was a little burr on one of the threads on the oil filter, and that's why it wasn't going on, so I just exchanged it at the auto parts store, and no big deal. Good to go. So, good thing I didn't force it. Could have caused problems down the road, especially this weekend. We'll be running this car fairly hard. I mean, I run this car pretty hard all the time anyway. I mean, I know you don't believe me since it's a Prius, and everybody hates Priuses, but this car has been really solid and it gets just beat on. So oil filter's back on, drain plug's in, time to fill her up, check for leaks, put it back together, load the car, get out of town. Okay, so next step to get ready is to empty out all the little junk out of the car that I don't need to take with and get everything loaded up. And then I got to put race numbers on and get moving. Just put my helmet in here, and one of my cycling sponsors sent a whole bunch of product to give to racers this weekend, so this is going to be awesome. This is it's a really good hydration product if you work out. It's not very sweet. It has a lot of electrolytes in it, and it's delicious. So if you want to pick some of these up, it's called Nuun. They have it a whole bunch of flavors. They have it caffeinated, vitamin supplement. They have a whole bunch of different stuff. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of hydrated racers this weekend, which is good because it is going to be a hot weekend. So thanks Nuun for sending all that stuff for the racers this weekend. And if you like Nuun, go out and buy some. If you haven't tried it, go try it out. Alright, so now it's time to put on some race numbers, make it look like a race car. And Nuun Hydration, got their stickers on there. Threw a Throttle Grotto sticker on the front too. So we are a sticker up the other side, and I'll be ready to roll. We'll see you guys out at Dirtfish. Hey everybody, we are here. We are at Dirtfish Rally School. We are back here again. Remember from a couple episodes ago, we were back here for the Rallycross event. We are here. I'm gonna put you guys kind of on autopilot while I go check in and find out where paddocks are gonna be and unload the truck or unload the car and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna set you up and let it ride. Let's see if I can get you guys to splay out here on the dash. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Prius? Oh, I'll be done. You just got to sign in. I give you a wristband. And tech is right there.
Okay.
The young lady will get you through, and then.
Should I go unload my stuff before I go through tech?
Ask her.
Okay.
Because now we're loading the stuff down. We're going
down.
So. They may. Yeah.
We'll see.
That kind of.
I'll ask her.
What part is unloading? There you go.
All right. Thanks. Okay, so that was technical inspection. They check to make sure your battery's secure, nothing, you're not like throwing fluids everywhere. They check to make sure your wheel bearings are snug. You don't have any play in any of the wheels. He kind of made the joke about he's not going to check all my batteries because it's a hybrid and there's batteries underneath the seat and all that stuff. So we've got our tech inspection, we've got our sticker pack that we've got to put on the car, and now we're going to head down the hill and find a place that we can park and go register. Alright, so they're not quite ready to take registrations yet, so I'm going to head back over and get stuff set up. We'll walk back over here in a little while and we'll get registered. But I've already got our tech inspection done. That's probably the most time-consuming part, which is, you know, would end up waiting in line for a while for tech. So I'll turn around so you guys can see the facility again, because that's way more interesting than looking at my face. But it's a really nice area to be in. It's kind of out, you know, off of I-90 a little ways. So this is a really fun place to come hang out. I don't think they use the bus for rally. I think they use that for shuttling people around the facility. But they do have a whole bunch of their own cars that they use here for rally. And, they have a rally school. They teach people how to do rally and all that fun stuff. I'll show you guys the rally cars in a little bit. Alright everybody, I'm here. I am set up. My wife should be here shortly with her car. She had to work a little bit later, so here we are. The car is all stickered up with the required decals now. We've got the Rallycross and National Challenge decals on there, and a windshield banner to make us really look like a race car. And then there's a front bumper SCCA sticker that has to be on there as well. So we are pretty much ready to race tomorrow. We're gonna hang out for a little bit and watch everybody roll in and out of here. There's gonna be a little barbecue action later tonight, and then tomorrow's race day. So we'll be up and at it bright and early in the morning. So we'll see you then.